Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat. And with me today are minions. Hey, Camel.
Hello.
And I said that assuming there's more than one, but we do have Travis Gardner with us.
Hello.
Longtime friend of the show.
Well, we're just assuming saying we'll be fashionably late as usual. That's all.
Yeah, he's too busy being a nerd.
He's probably cooking something.
He's probably gaming with friends. So
Yeah, doing extracurricular activities.
I mean, I can't even convince Johnny to pronounce disc golf properly. So
It's called Falf.
no, it's not.
A true Montanan did. Actually,
Quit trying to make fetch a thing, Johnny.
so I went to go see Argyle with my wife, her cousin, and his wife.
I think I saw a review of that. Was it?
It was decent until about 80% into the movie, and then I wanted to strangle myself, and then the end happened, and I was okay again.
Yeah, I heard it was like the long kiss goodnight. It was not.
No. Actually, there's a lot more Henry Cavill in there than just 5 minutes, but it is not a lot of Henry Cavill, though. But Sam Rockwell did a really good job in it.
Sam Rockwell is a solid actor, regardless of what he's in. I have yet to see a movie where he didn't make it better, even if the movie sucked.
Bryce Dallas Howard actually took her heels off before she started running, which I think was done on purpose because of Jurassic World.
She was running in heels in Jurassic World?
Yes.
I didn't pay that close attention to the movie, dude.
Actually,
There was dinosaurs and Chris Pratt and wasn't Vincent D'Onofrio in that? Or was that the first one?
Yes, he was.
Okay. See, I remember that stuff. I kind of tuned out. Bryce Dallas Howard's it's Ron Howard. She's a redhead, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't remember shit that she did in that movie.
She was a bad aunt, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, that explains why. I don't care about that storyline. I was there for the dinos.
And quite possibly the nicest person had the worst death ever. The
assistant?
The assistant, yeah. It's like, oh, that poor lady. Like, imagine having dinosaurs fight over your body to the point where you think you got in the way, and then you get eaten by a giant fish. Everyone's picking at you up until the end.
Okay, so like everything cut out for me for a minute.
They cut out for you?
Yeah, like I don't know, about 10, 15 seconds, everything just went quiet, and the stream was buffering for me. I'm guessing that was on my end.
Huh. But yeah, all in all, Cardboard, you want in? We can let you in.
I mean, depends on the mic quality, doesn't it?
I'm not Monkey and Gutenberg, so I don't care. As long as we can hear you.
Well, I don't want my ears bleeding. I mean, what if his mic really sucks? Somebody's got to play devil's advocate here, Johnny.
Yeah, I can just post the link on here.
Yeah, this isn't Hangouts. If you've got a camera, Cardboard, You better have a shirt on. That's all I'm saying.
I've been thinking about getting another camera for this because, well, we know about my camera. I can only hit it against the wall so many times to make it work before I'm finally like, nope.
Yeah, it does have that subtle count going on there. Like, before it's like, yep, no, we're done here.
I mean, the avatar is a reasonable facsimile of me at work. Except I have 2 pockets.
There's no such thing as too many pockets.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, how's it going?
And
Kind of muffly.
yeah, you're in a cup.
Ah, damn it.
So, Johnny, how's it feel being surrounded on 3 sides by Okies?
You know,
I've been in worse positions.
you know what's going to happen?
That's what she said.
I mean, do we really want to talk about the weather?
It
I mean, I know it's expected, but do we want to?
3 different regions of Oklahoma weather. There we go.
The weather's been really weird.
Yeah, from what I hear, like, Camel almost froze. Travis got ice rained out.
Wait, Johnny, can you understand him? Are you like Charlie Brown in the scenario? Because I'm just getting the wah 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 wah.
Yeah, he said the weather was acting weird.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
Fine, is it?
It's still a little muffled, so.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're speaking into a cup.
Into a coop.
No,
huh?
Assassin said he can't understand a word. Yeah, it's not just me. All right.
Huh.
Okay, I got Charlie Brown ears, okay? There we go.
Okay.
Oh, so today was my Friday. I hopefully I have the next 2 days off. But
That doesn't know.
it's getting
It's
better.
A little bit better.
Okay, how about that?
There we go.
There we go.
Finally.
That's better.
Now, I'm
Yeah,
judging
it
by
doesn't
your...
connect.
Oh, go ahead.
So what happens is it automatically goes to my default microphone in my computer, and it doesn't automatically connect my USB mic for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, I've noticed if I plug my PlayStation 5 controller in, it uses that mic instead of the actual mic that I have, so I have to just disconnect the control.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing by the name that you are Dark Cleric on Twitter.
Yes,
Aha,
have been for a while.
Detective Mind. Got it.
With detective skills like that, you have seriously missed your calling as a detective.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine the crimes you could have solved
Now,
and the people you could have saved.
I'm a horrible coward, so no, that would never have happened.
Fair enough.
And I'm nobody's Dr. Watson, so.
Although it's really funny,
Fair.
like, whenever my wife starts watching, like, procedurals with me, she immediately accuses the first person she sees.
I mean, it's usually like the biggest name guest star.
If
If
they're alive.
If you're watching Columbo, it's probably right.
Okay, so the first question I usually like to ask people is, like, what is your favorite, Godzilla or King Kong? And there's only one right answer.
I'm Godzilla on that side. Even though
Fair enough. Good answer.
even though I'm related to Fay Ray.
I mean, obviously you got to go with Godzilla. That had better movies.
That is correct.
But I mean,
Except for the '98 movie, but
part of me still wants to say King Kong just for the Black Dynamite episode.
oh, I'm surprised there wasn't a reference to that in the epic rap battle.
What was that? Honky Kong or White Apes Can't Hump?
Oh. No, there just wasn't one of those references in the rap battle. Huh. Because I'm remembering the lyrics now, and Godzilla starts off with "From the depths of the sea, the king of the monsters," and "From the depths of the sea" is a Snoop Dogg reference.
I don't watch epic rap battles or listen to much rap, so they would have lost me on both counts there.
Which also, "From the depths of the sea" is also one of Godzilla's first movies. I believe. Actually, I'm gonna check that real quick.
Yeah, I'm not much of the rap either.
I don't listen to the hippity hops.
It's actually funny. I listened to one today because it, for some reason, like popped up in my recommended.
Johnny, is it just me, or do you imagine that Travis was like, riding around in his work van listening to "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster"?
Until a black guy starts walking up. Then he rolls his window up, locks the doors.
He's a chimpanzee.
I had a. There's just. I had to ride around in the van the other day. My van broke. Something about one of the brake calipers just decided to come loose, just like break off of its mountings.
Yeah, that's not good.
It made a hell of a noise. So they gave me the other van. And it doesn't have.
Did they do so willingly or at hammer point, Travis?
This was willingly. I haven't threatened any of my boss. I haven't threatened my boss yet. That's awesome.
Yet, he said.
I'm a big history nerd, so that's why. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The boss actually carries a gun, so I don't typically threaten him.
Yeah, gun versus
you don't want to bring
hammer
you don't want to bring a hammer to a gunfight, I imagine.
But yeah.
Unless it's a space hammer.
That is true.
But yeah, I just so basically I had to listen to whatever I could. I had to use my phone the entire day, so I listened to like TUES Midnight show with Kiever Dam on it. Then like other things, but then for some reason it actually like started like going through. Well, it has automatically make those song mixes.
I called it, Johnny. He had Ghetto Boys in there.
Yep.
And
If
so
I
like, oh, well,
if I knew the lyrics, I'd start singing it. But
well, there's only three types of radio stations in Oklahoma City: country, classic rock, talk radio.
Yep.
It's the same three.
Mm-hmm.
same here with a sprinkling of college and high school sports. But that goes with talk radio.
I mean, you guys are closer to Tulsa than I am. You can't get like K-Hits or KMOD or anything like that?
It's iffy. They have some good music on there once in a while, but nothing I usually listen to. So
I just randomly hit buttons until something comes on.
Hey, this doesn't make me want to swerve into oncoming traffic. I'll just listen to this for a bit.
yep.
I do go on to the talk radio and then like call in and just try to antagonize people.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I go on the radio station. I call into the local talk station, and I tried to antagonize them.
Was it the 100? Was it the fuck? What's that station that I listen to all the time? 96.1 Freedom Radio.
96.9 Freedom
Not,
FM.
yeah, that
I
one.
hate that morning show host.
Brian Kilmeade, I believe is his name.
No, the local host. I forgot what his name is. He's their local guy, not Brian Kilmeade, but
I like Brian Kilmeade, and I like Dana Lash.
Wait, you're telling me there's a radio station playing at Oklahoma City that maybe I could possibly listen into?
It has some good stuff once in a while.
That there's a local, like, you can call in?
yeah. There's two of them.
God, I could have fun with this, Johnny.
The mornings you can call it at 96.9, and then the evening is 95.3.
I don't listen to radio in the evening usually because I'm at home. I listen to it when I'm in my car, when I'm in my truck at work.
I spend all day in that van.
You got to keep yourself entertained while you're on driving, okay?
Indeed.
Because I drive for work, so I drive for O'Reilly's, and while I'm making my deliveries, I listen to the radio.
Yeah, I most of the radio I listen to is in the car. Although, like if I'm just like at the house cleaning or something, I don't.
Oh, then I'll play my music.
Well, I mean, then I'll listen to the radio then sometimes. Like if I don't want to try and like relay the Wi-Fi or whatever, like through a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh yeah,
When
definitely.
When I worked deliveries, I would usually bring a adapter, depending on which truck we were using. If it had the 3.5 jack, I would usually plug my phone in, and we'd listen to that. If there was a cassette tape, I had an adapter until that thing broke, which those things break all the time. The cassette to 3.5 adapters.
Well, Johnny, I've also been an old man for like 20 years now, so like the radio is how I listen to my sports.
Fair enough.
Hey, Sanguine.
Good evening. How goes?
What's up?
I have to.
Not just
Go ahead,
got
sorry.
done my tabletop game and about to start dealing with dinner.
Nice.
Oh.
I just had dinner.
What are you making tonight, Sanguine?
I know what I'm doing is my main. I'm trying to decide what I want my side to be. I know my main is going to be shrimp that I'm going to finish off in a hickory and brown sugar sauce.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decide, do I want just a nice baked potato and some sauteed mushrooms? Do I want to do something a bit more intensive and chop my potatoes up, parboil them, then shove them in a hot oven with a well-greased pan, get them nice and crispy on all the faces? And then still have the sauteed mushrooms? Or do I want to do a mashed potato and do again, sauteed mushrooms? Sauteed mushrooms are going to be the standard for this because they're so fucking good.
I posted on Twitter what I had for dinner.
Oh?
Yeah.
Guess what I had, Sanguine?
Pizza.
Actually, no, I had lasagna.
Oh, okay.
That pizza was yesterday.
I had no. I still have a pizza. Yeah, I'm holding on to that one for now. It's a supreme one. But no, today they had lasagna at work, and then a sister and her girlfriend made lasagna for dinner and brought me over a plate. So I had double lasagna.
Nice.
It was a Garfield kind of day.
Yep.
Oh,
So I had a penne sausage Alfredo with fried eggplant.
Oh, very nice.
It ended up being better than I expected.
I'm not a fan of eggplant.
I'm not usually.
You
but
just
this was
don't
actually
like
really
that
good.
it looks like a dick.
Well, that usually helps, but
Wait, that usually helps?
not looking like a dick.
That's what he just said, yes.
I
It also
mean,
doesn't
we
help that
can
it's a vegetable that looks like it's a fruit that looks like a vegetable.
we can run the tape back, Johnny. That's what you said.
He's the dick master.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that it looks like a dick. That is one thing that I don't like about eggplant.
That's not what you said the first time.
Yeah, that is not how you phrase that at all, sir.
The first time you said it normally helps you to like it.
That is not what I said.
Yeah, because the way that you would
Run
have
it
said
back,
what you
dude.
said
Like we've got it on.
was
Roll the beautiful
that-
bean footage.
You would have said it doesn't help if it was a put off. You say it normally helps if it's normally a positive.
Because from what I'm remembering, and how I'm interpreting your thought, is I said I didn't like eggplant, and you said it doesn't help that it looks like a dick, and I go, yeah, it doesn't.
That is exactly what was said.
No, what
Not
you
at
said
all.
was, I don't like eggplant, and I said that's because it looks like a dick, and you said, well, that normally helps.
You did say that too.
Which, that is what Camel and I are both commenting on.
It was said that it was also both sides. Both of it was said. So
You're arguing semantics with internet nerds. This is gonna work.
Especially Sanguine.
I will
Wrong.
nerd and spurg the fuck out
Oh,
when
I
it
could
comes
just-
to semantics.
Yeah.
I can see-
I will point out to the example, Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska is not a fucking vacation location.
no one goes to Nebraska for vacation.
Thank you. No one goes
No one.
there to
Um,
have a vacation. If you
I
end
have.
up going there while on vacation, it is to pass through it to get someplace interesting.
I actually
You go
have
to-
someone who will back me with my choice of Nebraska. She would have backed me on this.
Just because two of you smoke the same shit doesn't mean that it's a proper answer.
Hey, Johnny, at least I made him do a double take with an old fashioned. You didn't even get out of the gate.
Right, Prospero would have backed me on this, just so you know.
Okay,
Nobody plans a trip based on car hinge. All right.
Yeah.
the only places people go for vacation is Florida, Austin, Texas, California, and possibly New York, just to see the sights and eat the food.
I have a planned
Or Seattle.
trip to Arkansas.
Or Missouri. Branson, Missouri is another vacation spot.
I'm going to take a vacation in Arkansas because
It's
Because-
pronounced Arkansas, you idiot.
because the eclipse.
If I
Oh,
ever
fair.
if I ever take a vacation, it's going to be somewhere that requires a passport and has a good exchange rate.
Arkansas?
No, that has a good exchange rate.
Oh yeah, they have a trash exchange.
Sanguine,
What's up, Tier?
Yes.
what up? Sanguine, I know your ass ain't talking. You the motherfucker that tried to tell us a John was furniture.
Yeah. You can buy it
It's
at
a-
a furniture store. Fuck you.
No, you can't, you
You
bastard.
can.
You can't.
You
Actually-
absolutely can.
Actually, a John is considered a toilet.
Yes, it is. And you can
But it
buy
ain't
toilets
furniture.
at furniture stores.
You can't buy a toilet at a furniture store.
It's
That's an appliance.
It
That's
is not an
easy.
appliance.
No,
It's a guy.
objection. The toilet is not an appliance. Well, oh, okay. Kohler makes some that are pretty nice, so I guess you could say the smart toilets are
Okay.
appliances.
Appliance. Yeah. smart
According
ones are.
according to this, a washing machine and basic appliances, it's considered a plumbing appliance.
Fair enough.
I would, if not counting it as furniture, I would say that it is a not appliance. What was fixture? I'd say that it's a fixture.
Is somebody in a wind tunnel?
That'd be Tier.
Okay.
What? In a wind tunnel?
Yeah.
Did you have a
I'm
fan?
here.
Hold on.
You have a fan going?
Hold on 1 second.
I mean, my fan's on, but it's way in the it's way in my room. So.
It's my computer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have my headphones on so I don't hear it.
That's a loud ass computer.
Well, I'm like 3 feet from my mic is 3 feet from the computer itself.
Fair.
I still say, like I said, you the motherfucker that tried to tell us a John was a goddamn toilet. So, saying we ain't got room to talk.
Which is a hell of a lot better answer than Nebraska as a vacation spot.
Okay, I will give you that. Nebraska is a shitty vacation. It's still a vacation. There's shit to do in Nebraska.
It is not a vacation spot. It is.
Watching corn grow is not something to do, dear.
It is.
I'm a city boy. I will watch corn grow.
And you'll be bored in 5 minutes.
5?
What actually?
Shit, I've seen motherfuckers get shot. Shit, it'd be a change of fucking pace.
What accent is that? That's making me laugh harder than it should.
What?
That's a Baltimore accent.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Earn, and earn. I just said 3 fucking words.
Okay.
It's like you ever heard a Boston chick have an orgasm? It sounds like, oh yeah, harder.
Order. Oh yeah. Don't you know?
Well, don't throw the Minnesotans
That's
in
more of
there.
a Midwestern accent. Don't you know?
Come in.
Okay. I'm actually looking at the 10 best places to visit in Nebraska. And
Is there a
You found
single
nothing.
one of them that you want to go to?
there's 2.
Ooh.
Two
What
whole
two?
places.
Hold on, let me put this. I'm gonna put this in chat. And
This is the 10 best, and he found 2.
I'll be honest with you. 2 of them are actually pretty cool.
What are they? Come on.
Hold on. Okay, there's the
Carhenge.
Chat. Okay, the first one is Chimney Rock.
Car
Okay.
hinged. Oh god, that's a thing. That's cringe.
Carhenge. They have one of those in Texas.
Cowboy Trail. That
And
looks
it's
like crap.
probably bigger and better. So even if you're going to a Carhenge, you'll go to the Texan Carhenge.
I'm not legally allowed in Texas on the grounds that, reasons.
Texas.
Golden Spike Tower.
And the only 2 I can see I want to go to is Chimney Rock and the Strategic Air Command and Aerospace Museum.
Okay, that space museum looks pretty fucking cool.
The Space Museum looks cool, and so does the Archway, to be honest with you.
See, the thing is that the Space Museum, that is more you're on a road trip and you're passing through. You kill a day there, then you continue your road trip. That's that type of
You're
thing.
really trying to not sell us on the fact that Nebraska has places to visit. What
Oh,
do you
no,
got against
that-
Nebraska?
That is exactly the way that it works. Because there's a fantastic fucking
Oklahoma actually has
aerospace-
quite a lot of places to visit, actually.
Yeah,
I'll
and
say-
there's a
Go ahead.
fantastic aerospace museum in, Wisconsin. But no one's going to Wisconsin just to go to that aerospace museum. They'll visit that aerospace museum when they're passing through Wisconsin. They'll go to Wisconsin for going up to the lakes and then pass by that museum and visit that. So there's
Yeah.
other things to do. Museums
So-
tend to be you'll spend a day there and then you'll continue on. Not
Mhm.
you'll schedule an entire vacation to
Around
go
that
to
thing, yeah.
I
one
agree. I agree
museum.
with that.
Okay,
Uh,
I can accept that.
There's the Great Salt Plains here in Oklahoma. The Natural Falls State Park. There's a lot of state parks here. Fuck Bartlesville. You don't want to go there. You're gonna get shot there.
What does Maryland have to visit? Huh.
To be fair, mostly a lot of wildlife refugee places.
Jeez.
Wildlife refugees, wow.
I meant refugee areas.
Actually, like in southeastern Oklahoma, is actually pretty nice. They have that Robert's
Stay off
Cave.
my lawn.
Yeah.
I live in southeast Oklahoma, technically. Oklahoma City.
That is not
No, it's not.
southeast.
No. Nope. Sorry. Denied. It's
I live in central Oklahoma, technically near Midwest City.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I did not choose it.
You know, you
You
always
don't
remember
choose
lock
to
your
live in
doors.
Oklahoma. You just are there.
You're just there.
You're just the
It's
sign.
always weird when I meet foreigners. It's like, what are you doing here?
That's where the dial landed.
This is where the wheel of fortune spun, and I've been here ever since.
I'm trapped in Oklahoma. Please get me the hell out of here.
It's,
Okay, so I have lived in several states. I have actually lived in several states. I've lived in Washington, Kentucky, and Virginia. Besides Oklahoma. But I've lived in Oklahoma most of my life, so.
But
Both my parents were Marines, so I've been all over the place.
My dad just couldn't hold a job.
And Chimney Rock, I will say that, yeah, I can see people going to visit Chimney Rock. But also, rather than staying in Nebraska and going to Chimney Rock, you could just go to Colorado and then take a trip up to Chimney Rock.
I swear, you're really trying to.
Because again, are you going to kill your entire vacation just at Chimney Rock?
What do you have against Nebraska, Sanguine?
I mean,
It's boring.
It's Nebraska.
It's not a vacation spot.
I have nothing against Nebraska anymore. Ever since we are now in the SEC.
Just to be clear, I mean, like, boring.
Oh.
You know, that's just, it's not a bad thing. Like, important stuff happens in boring places.
Oh yeah, but it's not a vacation spot.
Exactly.
No. I do agree
And
with
it's
that.
not a vacation spot because it is the particular type of boring that it is. Because there are some vacation
Like,
spots
Oklahoma
that
is
are
not a
boring.
vacation spot. Nobody goes to Oklahoma for vacation.
Yep.
Wasn't the Children of Cornfield set in Nebraska?
I would have guessed Iowa.
If
I
not
can't
Nebraska.
remember what it.
Actually, I would go to Massachusetts for vacation.
Okay, I want to see.
Children
I'm
of
weird.
Cornfield.
I would love to. I want to go see Salem, and I want to see what happened there.
Gatlin, Nebraska.
See, I'd go there. I want to see the set of the Children of the Corn City.
You would
Because the
not
story
have
said
your
that when they
entire
filmed there.
vacation be the
And he
Children
was
of the
never
Corn
seen
area.
again.
This is fucking ridiculous.
What? I like that series of movies.
No, not you.
It was also filmed in Iowa.
I went to go look at the Oklahoma Travel Oklahoma because I wanted to see. Well, what did they recommend? Well, they said 10 most beautiful places in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's why I saw that first too.
Well, here's what the problem. 10 most beautiful places.
Mm-hmm.
One picture.
Yeah. It's so
So
stupid.
9 of
Thanks,
them
Oklahoma.
weren't beautiful enough to take a
I-
fucking picture.
I
of.
have more than one picture. There's Chimney Rock is the first one.
Okay.
And then
No,
there's
no.
Carhenge.
Oh fuck car. I'm not.
Go to the Texan one.
Fuck Carhenge.
Cowboy Trail,
I will say that
Crane Migration.
I remember Oklahoma, Tulsa, being rated as having one of like the top 5 beer Oktoberfests in the country
It's
by
true.
Maxim magazine.
True.
Now, see, that's something to actually go.
Oklahoma has some of the most awesome Renaissance fairs.
Ooh.
Golden
Yeah, we got the
Spike.
castle in Muskogee. I mean, like, Nebraska doesn't have that.
Once a year, there's one in Norman. I've gone to twice now, and I want to
I'm
go
actually-
again.
I actually want to. I want to go to one of them because I have. I have my my big view camera, and I have a feeling I would clean
Oh.
up.
The big one is November 4th and 5th.
One of these
Renaissance
days,
Fair.
I'm gonna go to a run festival.
You know, something else that they have in Tulsa, Johnny? The Chili Bowl.
April. Oh shit! It's in
Ooh.
April. The Chili Bowl is actually really nice. April 5th and April 7th. I am going. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to the fucking Ren Fair this year. And I will dress up.
Don't you
Like
and Quiz go to that, Sanguine?
Yeah,
Every so often?
Adam Quiz and I have gone the past 2 years.
One of the coolest, one of the best
Illinois.
things to go see
Well,
at the
not
Red
the
Fair is
Illinois
all the hot babes.
Yep.
That is one of the only good reasons.
I just want to get like one of those giant turkey legs, you know? Just
They're
walk
delicious.
around and like gnaw on
They
one
are
of
good.
those.
They had one
You'll
available
see like
at my work
you'll
today.
see like 100 people eating turkey legs. Just
The first one,
it's disturbing.
the first one I went to was the Norman one, and it was when I was a freshman in high school, and we went there with the Latin club. But instead of like Renaissance medieval clothing, we went there in togas.
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh
Yes.
fuck! I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking actually doing like a Alistair outfit type of outfit from Has-Been, because that has a sort of cool feel to it. I like it. I might actually do a play on it. Has-Been Hotel was actually really good. If anybody's seen it yet.
Gabby has. That's her bag.
I loved it. It was great. Even all the music was insanely good too.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't. I've seen clips, and I think I've seen one episode, but I haven't watched it religiously or anything like that.
When I enjoy a show, I will binge watch it the rest of the way. Like if the first episode draws me in, I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
I have to be in the right mood to do that.
So I just watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right?
Which one?
The new update?
The one from 2005.
Okay.
The movie.
So the woke
okay.
remake.
The-
Got it.
Yeah.
I watched the movie
Brad Jelena
with Brad
one?
Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Yes.
Oh, that
I
one.
watched. So I watched the movie. It still holds up, except for the part where Brad Pitt's kicking the shit out of Angelina Jolie, which for some reason my mind went, huh? I wonder if that's how they actually have foreplay in real life.
Ooh.
Nice.
so I don't know why my brain went there, but and then I tried to watch the TV series, the one on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it was so boring. How do you take that and make it the most how do you take a spy thriller and comedy and make it the most boring, unfunny thing you can imagine?
Because you have no talent and you're just remaking shit to remake shit.
Yep.
DEI hires perfectly. Okay, first of all, I want to say...
It's something that I have to say. They're remaking Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. That is a classic movie,
yesterday.
and
haven't
that
seen
is a
that.
travesty.
Yep.
That is a travesty.
So they're
God,
remaking that and The Crow. Both of those are coming out this year.
I hope they do The Crow justice, but I know
They're
it's
not
a big
going
fuck.
to.
they're not going to.
I
God
saw-
has abandoned us.
I will show you the picture from that because it is. Oh my god.
See, the thing is that I've had the same stance when it comes to doing remakes ever since the first few remakes started coming out. Stop doing remakes of movies that were good to begin with. Do remakes of movies that could have been good, but were bungled for some reason. So, a movie that had a really good plot, but the effects just weren't there in order to do it justice. Or
That's right. That's not the picture then.
or a movie that had really good effects that had a shitty story, like Spasms.
yep,
Oh god, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh god,
Dude.
Spasm would be great to remake.
Have you seen
movie.
the B-rated movie Rubber?
The tire
It's a B
movie.
The tire movie.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't.
No, I haven't
Oh
seen it.
my god, it's funny. It's
Oh.
so bad, but it's
You-
funny.
You know what? A good movie, a good remake that I want to see. I want to see them redo all the creep show stuff. Just update like the
The
visuals.
effects, yeah.
Yeah, like Jordy Verl, you lunkhead.
I don't know if I'd want to see that because they wouldn't do like any updated practical effects. It'd all be computer generated.
Yeah.
It'd probably come out like a little uncanny valley at best.
I still say what you do is you go back to movies that there was just something that kept them from being good, but the bones were there. So it was a good story, but the direction was terrible.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen comes to mind.
Yep.
No, that was a good movie. I don't care what anybody says.
It was very good. It was a very good movie. But
didn't that movie end Sean Connery's
missing.
career tier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was already planning to retire to begin with.
It was not as bad as
he did that
people
movie
make
and
it out
said,
to
"Fuck
be.
this, I'm out."
This movie is a piece of shit. I'm out of here.
It was not as bad as people make it out to be. It's fun.
It's a fun movie, but there should have been more leading up to it.
Yep, and the comics are so much better.
Yes, the comics are awesome.
I would have loved to see a movie with with Captain Nemo.
And Tyr, you read the comics?
I read some of them. I haven't read them all.
Did you read what Hyde does to...
No, I didn't read what Hyde does. I think...
Hyde was so crushing and creeping on Mina.
Oh, and he is in the comics as well, which makes it amazing because something happens to Mina, and Hyde makes people suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
And it is one of the most brutal scenes because you don't see anything of it. You hear it from outside of the room. So all the you see the closed door, you see the speech bubbles, and the sound effects and shit like that. And then there's a panel where you see the door, you see the door with a massive red puddle.
That sounds about right.
And it is just so fucking good. And one of my favorite lines is from the very end of the first run of it. They didn't know fear when they first came. But that day, Hyde taught them what fear meant.
The guy they got to play Hyde actually was really perfect.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, in the comics, they explain why Hyde is massive and Jekyll is kind of small and frail looking.
Well, it's also from the books, too. The books also did that.
No, the books had it the opposite.
Yeah, wasn't
in the books,
Dr. Jekyll the skinny, frail one, and Mr. Hyde was the monstrosity?
Yeah.
In the books, Dr. Jekyll is the doctor, of course, but he's this fairly well-built, strapping, handsome man. And Hyde, when he first pops up, he's kind of malformed and smaller than Jekyll. That's how it is in the books. Hyde is smaller than Jekyll in the books. And Jekyll is this, like I said, strapping-looking man. He's fairly large, fairly imposing. And in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, they wanted Hyde to be this Hulk-like figure.
Well, that's the point. He was supposed to be Hulk-like.
Yep.
I do love the fact that they made Mina a vampire.
Well, she was going to be, and she was still bit by in Bram Stoker. She
was still bit by Dracula and everything, even after Dracula died.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like I said, they wanted to explain why they had deviated from the books in that way, because that's a big change, making Hyde the massive one and making Dr. Jekyll frail and small, kind of sickly looking.
Mm-hmm.
What was Hyde? Does anyone remember what Hyde was? How Hyde was made?
It was a serum.
It was the serum, but what did that serum do?
It brought out the evil in
within Jekyll.
Jekyll.
Not just... It wasn't the evil, per se. It was all of the...
Negative emotions.
Classical vices.
Okay, yeah.
Were put into Hyde. So, in the book, Jekyll wasn't very evil. Didn't have many vices. So, when Hyde was first made, Hyde was smaller, weaker, more sickly than Jekyll. But he was completely free of all the moral compulsions of Jekyll.
Awesome.
But the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen explained it. Well, what's one of the primary vices that would have been purged? Pride.
Pride. Yeah.
What makes people want to improve? Pride. So while Jekyll was suddenly no longer really caring about how he looked and didn't have the jealousy and envy and avarice and the pride to want to get more, to want to be better, to want to be stronger.
He just was.
And he didn't have that drive. Hyde had nothing but that drive.
Yeah.
Hyde saw someone stronger than him, and it pissed him off. It made him rage out because, no, I should be the one who's bigger and stronger. I should be the one who's more powerfully built. It made him jealous.
I want to see a movie with the portrait of Dorian Gray.
Yep.
A good.
Oh, that would be. Dorian was such a great fucking antagonist.
He was a good antagonist, yes. And Stuart Townsend played him phenomenally.
Yes.
Everything he does that I've noticed, he plays it like over the top.
No, I wouldn't say over the top. Like, I loved him in as
Queen of the Damned, yes.
Yes, Queen of the Damned.
As
Lestat.
Lestat, yeah.
No, he was Lestat. Such a shame.
And that movie wasn't that bad either.
It was interesting.
A movie.
It was.
That was a quick step back. I just have to point that out. That movie wasn't bad either. It was a movie. Immediately. There was no delay in that. That was the fastest retreat.
Alright, so my girlfriend at the time, she loved that movie.
My sister adores that movie for some reason.
You know, so I kind of have an appreciation for that movie because, one, I like Aaliyah.
Fair. That's fair.
And two, I kind of was forced to read the book.
The book was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. Mary, what's her name's books?
Anne Rice.
Anne Rice, yeah. It wasn't her best book, but I think
wasn't her worst either.
Was her best book, and The Vampire Chronicles was her second best.
I would say Interview was her best, and I like Queen of the Damned a lot more. I really wish they would have played up. Inkel in the book had a much bigger role. And they kind of like sidelined him to focus more on Lestat, which pissed me off.
Lestat, and also Aaliyah, she also passed away.
Yeah, so that's her brother in the final scenes. That's why that's why it was kind of rushed.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the movie, it literally goes from, he meets Aaliyah, he meets Akasha in the end, and then they're already at the climax of the movie because they rushed it.
It was very rushed.
And that's another one I want to see remade.
I love the part of a vampire in modern day, like being the rock star type of character.
And then him pissing off all the other vampires.
Well, they just didn't like the fact that he was open about his vampirism.
Like, you're telling all our fucking secrets. Shut the fuck up.
It's in music too. It's in music form, so nobody was really paying attention to that.
Yeah, everyone thought it was just a gimmick.
A gimmick and a song lyric.
Yeah. Still, you're telling all that fucking secret. Shut the fuck up. We got people hunting us, motherfucker. Shut up.
And there's no real antagonist in the movie either.
Honestly, the only reason why Akasha was probably villainous is because she just wantonly killed. Like, she could step out in the sun, like, the fuck I care about your fucking secrecy.
She was just
Come
basically
at me,
like
bro.
a female Dracula at that point.
Not even that. She didn't have this. She literally didn't have the sun weakness. Like, she wantonly killed.
Oh yeah.
Like, all the other ones had to be inside, and Lestat, when he drunk from her, could walk out too. But
Yep.
fuck, I care. Oh no, there's a place with a lot of dead bodies. Oh well.
But anyway, before I go back into
Yeah.
LXG here, I would if it was gonna be like supposed to be this climax of like all the great books from like the late 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Where was H.G. Wells, Cthulhu, the guy who wrote Cthulhu?
Oh, you mean
H.P. Lovecraft and Orson.
Yeah, that's right.
And a Time Machine should have been there, but
well, in the comics, Orson Welles' stories do pop up.
Mm-hmm. I figured they'd pop up.
Lovecraft doesn't.
well, because
And
he's
the
kind of
one story that everyone gets confused with is Tom Sawyer is not technically Tom Sawyer from Huck Finn.
Really?
Tom Sawyer is Tom Sawyer from Tom Sawyer's Detective Agency.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's why he's an agent or whatever.
Yeah, and Tom Sawyer's Detective Agency was a interesting, almost fan fiction that was published, where it was, what if Tom Sawyer grew up and became a detective?
I can see that actually.
That's where that comes from. So he's not technically the Tom Sawyer from Huck Finn, but
he's an
he
adult.
is the detective.
I'm guessing Tom Sawyer was supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes.
Well, no, he wasn't. His role was he was literally meant to be the brash young guy.
Yeah, in Tom Sawyer's Detective Agency, he was still very similar to Tom Sawyer from Huck Finn.
Yeah.
But he had matured a little bit, but he was still on the younger side, so he still got in over his head. And the idea was to pair him with Quartermain. So
and be Quartermain's son.
Well, not
yeah,
his son, but his surrogate.
Quartermain's surrogate son, as well as Quartermain being his surrogate father.
So the Tom
allowing
Sawyer
him to
Detective is
mature.
actually the 1896's novel by Mark Twain.
Say again?
Mark Twain did the Tom Sawyer Detective.
Yes, but it was...
So it's canon.
It is and it isn't the way that he spoke about it, if I remember correctly, where it was...
I'm a book nerd
almost
too,
like
so.
a what-if sort of
All right.
deal, where it was... This is a potential future of Tom Sawyer.
All right, so Sanguine, for me, if an author writes it, the original creator of it writes it, it's fucking canon.
But then if the author states that it's a what-if...
Even if it's a what if, it's still unless he has contradictory information out, it's still canon.
See, to me, if it's a what-if, then it's a what-if. If it's canonical, then it's canonical.
All right,
Yes.
so okay, I got a question for you then.
Yep.
All right, Mark Twain, writes this, and he writes no other information about this character's life. If it's
Then
a
it's
what
canon.
if, then he should have given another what if. Oh well, what if he did this instead of becoming a detective? But he didn't. Even if he said it was, that is the canonical history of the future of that character, because there is nothing else.
Didn't Mark Twain also have a big drug use problem?
Did he?
I think he was a drunk for a while. I'm not sure if he had other drugs that he took in, but I think he was a drunk for a while.
Most people of that day and age.
I just know that Huckleberry Finn got me in trouble.
Did you use Terry Diamantis word, Jim?
No. I was supposed to do a book report in, I think it was the 5th grade, and
you paid someone else to do it?
No, my parents were in the middle of a separation, so I didn't have any time to like actually read the book. So I got about, I'd say a third of the way through the book as it was already, and the book report was due in 2 days. And I'm like, I am not going to get this done. So I literally power read through 2/3 of the book. I may have picked up at least 1 or 2 events, one being the death of a cat. And I bullshitted my way through the... and I read the last chapter, so that kind of helped. And so I told my book report involving the first 3 chapters that I read, a couple of key moments that I remember reading in the middle, and then I brought up the end. And then for a diorama, I had mentioned that there was the burying of the cat. And
how did you get in trouble?
I nailed this.
Damn. And you still did it.
And then the teacher goes, "Does anyone have any questions?" And no one raises their hand.
Read the rest?
No one raised their hands, and I'm thinking, I got this one. It is A+ in the bank.
It.
And then at the last minute, one of the girls goes, "I have a question," and I'm just like, "Fuck you, bitch!"
Of course, someone would.
Motherfucker!
And I'm like, just make it easy, And she asked, and it was a part that I didn't read. And
the writers of the 1880s to the 1890s was Oscar Wilde, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle,
yay,
George Gissing.
Who?
George Gissing. He did the Grub Street. He's an author. Mark Twain.
Samuel Clemens.
H.G. Wells. Marie Corelli.
What did she do?
She did the Sorrows of Satan.
I've never read that one.
Never heard of it either. Bram Stoker.
Who gave us the modern vampire?
Let me see.
No, who didn't give us the modern vampire? Who gave us Nosferatu?
The modern Nosferatu.
Later versions gave us the modern vampire.
Richard Marsh, who did the Beagle. And there's actually fun. Then there's Mary Shelley. I think she did
Frankenstein.
She did Frankenstein.
She did Frankenstein.
I don't think she was in the 1800s. I don't think she was in the late 1800s.
Yeah, she was early. That was 1830s, 1820s, 1830s.
Just to clarify, when I said that H.G. Wells did pop up, I mean H.G. Wells popped up in more than the obvious way.
So she was born in 1797 and died in 1851.
All right, so you know why Lovecraft isn't included in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Because technically he was born in the 1890s, so his books wouldn't have come out.
Okay.
Yeah, he technically his books are the 1900s.
Yep.
Early 1900s, yeah, that makes sense. That's why he's more featured in 1930s canonical.
Though I wouldn't be surprised if, looking into it, there were.
Yeah,
it
says years active. Hold on, wait a minute, real quick. It says years active, 1917 through 1937, and he died in 37. So
because there's several generations of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in the comic books. I've read the entire first generation. I haven't read all of the subsequent generations yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he popped up in one of the subsequent generations.
Now you make me want to download all the comics. I'll have to go download the comics.
So Mary Shelley, she did publish Frankenstein in 1818, but she did not create sci-fi. She was part of a group that was a bunch of sci-fi writers, and she actually wrote Frankenstein on a bet.
Mm-hmm.
That is a true fact. She wrote it on a bet that it would people would love it.
So
if she wrote a story
the
about
figures of that time.
She wrote a book on a bet about a guy who would rob graves and bring a person to life.
A resurrectionist.
Yeah,
was the term of the time.
A modern Promethean.
Basically. And the story was very popular. It wasn't popular right away, but it was popular much later.
That's kind of like how Newton developed calculus as part of a bet, but everyone knows that part. The part that people always forget was it wasn't his bet that he developed it for. It was another mathematician had a bet with another mathematician.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was Lothiael.
Then talked to him and said, "So, I made this bet. I think I'm gonna lose it." And
Can you imagine, like, all the people from the late 1800s who just sit around and was just making bets with each other just to see whose books could go up more than...
Well, the thing is that during the time, coffee houses and bakery shops...
They were all just coming out.
...were often known as penny universities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the cost of a drink at one of them was typically a penny. And you would have all these ridiculously intelligent people that would just hang out in there all day, chatting with each other. So if
either in bars or coffee shops.
Yep. So if you went and paid for your drink and just sat and listened in, you would learn.
Which is where the phrase "penny for your thoughts" came from.
Yep.
I did not know that.
I love history.
There's a lot of things that were done on a bet. One of my favorite stories.
God, I would love to. If I had a time machine, I would love to go to the 1880s, 1890s.
Fuck no.
Well, only because to meet like the people who were around at that time.
And you have to remember, Tier, we aren't considered property back then.
Yeah, that's the fuck why I won't go there.
Okay, that's fair, but
they're one of my
just go in
favorite
whiteface here, it'll be fine.
Okay, so I said 1890s. That's
I'm smiling in this picture. I'm smiling right now. Y'all still can't fucking see me.
That is the 1890s. That is well after the Emancipation Proclamation, so you'd be fine.
Yeah, but you forget that France reinstates slavery.
Did they?
France got rid of slavery, and then they reinstated it under Napoleon, and I'm trying to remember when it was...
Okay, that was in France, though, but that wasn't in the United States.
Pulled again, yeah. But we're talking Europe if we're talking about the penny universities. Mainly in England, where you wouldn't be a
I'm more
slave,
talking about, like, English writers and American writers. Because they had outlawed slavery. Actually, England outlawed slavery, like...
Oh, yeah, they were the first.
Before the U.S. did.
Yeah, they were the first to do it. And then they kind of forced almost everyone else to do so as well. Because
England was in control of, like, 90% of the world at the time.
Yeah,
okay,
and
Tyr wouldn't have been a slave, but he still would have been black in the 19th century, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
They had what was known as the Anti-Slavery Squadron, which...
I did hear about that, yeah.
By the way, one of the most ridiculous things in history, considering England just recently, and by just recently, I mean within like the past maybe 10 years, paid off the last of their debts from the slave squadron.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because they went in debt to everyone in order to finance a fleet Then they fucked over everyone.
Isn't that par for the course for England, though? Going into debt for a lot of things.
Yeah.
They've gone into debt so many fucking times, and it's ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, didn't they finally just pay off World War II debts like in the past 20 years?
So.
Yep.
And I believe that's France did too.
Really?
I believe so.
Britain paid theirs off in 2006. Germany paid off their World War I debt in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they didn't rack up another one. But hey, they're on our side this time. And
one of my favorite YouTubers, he does he puts mouths, he does a voiceover on planes.
Yep.
And he was talking about how Germany was like, Germany, glad you're on our side, but please don't do anything, I'm still unsure. And he's like, that's fair. That is fair. I completely understand.
So which of the two main ones are you talking about? Are you talking about Habitual Line Crosser, or are you talking about the guy who originally did it? That Habitual
Line
then...
Crosser.
Okay. Because, yeah, there's another guy who is doing the same thing.
Funnier.
Yep.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. Good old Buffalo Bill reference.
Habitual's great.
Yes. I pretty much watch his videos every other day.
I like him and the Fat Electrician. They're both pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's
I've
another
never
one
heard of any of these people you're talking about.
There's another guy who does voices for the game consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And one of he calls the Xbox Breadbox.
Nice.
So Breadbox, I heard you do pretty good stuff over here. And they were doing a fuck you war with PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's like PC, fuck you Xbox, fuck you PC, fuck you. You have aim assist. Fuck you and your widescreen bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody always bitches about aim assist when PC has fucking big ass screens that they can literally see from like 50 miles out.
To be fair, as a
You can-
PC,
your
remember the
TV.
PC master, as a member of the PC master race for console.
See, I enjoy both. I'll play on each. Doesn't matter.
I play on both too, but I'm still a member of the PC master race.
There's certain games that are so much better when it comes to, at the very least, using controller. But I'd say
Just attack. Go ahead.
also I prefer playing them on console. Any fighting game.
Yeah.
Just attach a PC to controller to your PC.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
certain-
what I'm saying. At the very
there's a
least, you
feeling
have to do that.
get-
But
there's a certain feeling that you get when you hold a controller and you're just pressing fucking buttons all day. Just,
Yep.
You get freaking carpal
Carpal
tunnel
tunnel.
by fucking typing, yeah. Doing hotkeys and hotkey presses and yeah.
All right, so a lot of the
arthritis
games I
can-
play are strategy games. So
oh yeah, same here. I've been
Okay,
working
yeah.
my way through the different races in Total War.
Total War
Warhammer
3.
3.
Saying, well, me, you gotta play that. That's the game.
Total Warhammer 3 is so much fun, and I just love coming up with ridiculous placements that fucking work.
Fuck Cinch and fuck Slanesh. Papa Nurgle all the way.
I'm a
So-
big Necron guy, so
Ah.
I love Necrons. They're just so fucking cool.
I love the
See,
Necrons.
We're talking 40k. I'm gonna have to go vote. They're new, but well, they're old. They're one of the oldest, but they're also one of the newest because squats were early on as well. And
If you look at if you the Necron tier have my name in it, so I gotta love it.
Mefrit Dynasty was my favorite.
I need to read the It's a book called, I forget the name of the book. I just got it. I need to read it.
Codex?
The Divine and the it's the Divine and the Clown. No.
Oh, the something in the Divine.
Something in the Divine, and it's them dicking each other over for like 10,000 years. Like this 10,000 year feud they got going. Oh man, let me see if I can pull it up.
Trazyn, I believe Trazyn.
Yeah, Trazyn. It's Trazyn,
Yeah.
and it's the Oracle, not the Oracle.
The Infinite and the Divine.
There it is. Trazyn the Archivist, and I forget the other one.
God, I love fucking he's such a fucking troll master.
Yeah, Trazyn's hilarious when it comes to everything that I've heard about him, where it's just
Cause
like,
he's fucking bored. He ain't got shit to do.
Yep.
Because he's a freaking infinite living being.
It's not even that. It's like he knows so much shit that like, what is there to do? He is one of my favorite characters, though. And I need to read the book. I have it. I haven't cracked it open yet.
The thing I love about Trazyn is that he takes artifacts and creatures from every part of the world.
Yep.
And puts them in a fucking like black hole museum.
Yep.
And it's just like, I have added another one to my collection.
And he's had to destroy some of them because there was one which was effectively he had frozen the very beginning of a Hive fleet invasion in time.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that, and then the containment started to break, and he's just like, oh shit, fuck, get rid of it.
Destroy. I just love the concept that they're like ancient space zombie freaking mecha zombies.
Yep, and it's Orican was the other one that you were trying to think of, Tyr.
Oh, yeah, that one. I can't...
Trazyn and Orican.
I can't stand the other one. I love Trazyn, and because, again, I'm bored. Let's do some dumb shit. He is the Necron tier version of Hold My Beer.
That's what I love about Necrons. They're like, oh, we can sleep for like 10 million years, come back, and fuck your shit up and sleep again.
Have either one of you played Gladius?
I have not.
Warhammer 40k Gladius.
Gladius.
I call it Gladius.
Yeah, but you can't
It's
read.
Gladius.
Shut up, both of you.
It is correct. It is Gladius.
Yeah, it's Gladius, like the sword.
Yeah, it's definitely Gladius.
Go to hell.
It's
like
not
I said,
great.
you
It's
just
not
can't
great.
read. It's not.
I'm black. I'm black and public school educated. I can say however the hell I want.
Well, it's not that you're black. It's that you're from Baltimore.
Go to hell.
And we're back on.
I mean, that just seems like a long way of saying black, Sanguine.
Yeah, I know. I feel offended.
Wait.
You don't have to
So,
be black
he's
in order
black,
to live
and
in
he's from
Baltimore. Just
Boston.
help
Fuck, that
surviving
accent
Baltimore.
did not help.
Both of y'all go to hell. Just go to hell, both of you.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's funny.
Warhammer Gladius.
Glad.
You?
God damn. For my diction. I call it whatever
It's
I
a
want.
Gladius.
Go to hell. Alright, so back to what I was saying. I love playing the Necron tier there. Even though it's one of the hardest fucking strategy games I've ever played. There is no diplomacy. your own side attacks you. No one is your friend. No one.
Yeah,
Like, that game is hard.
Everyone else.
Yeah, but it's still canonic that, at some point that each race, except for the Tyranids, have at least allied temporarily. At some point. Like, the Dark Eldar fucking fucked over the Tau.
Necrons, let's just mass genocide our own people for fun.
Yep. Though they are Also, the only people that have made a deal with the Imperium and not broken their deal with the Imperium, because they made a deal with the Blood Angels during a specific battle, where they said, we will do XYZ. They did XYZ. And then they fucked off. Rather than the fucking Eldari tend to go, we will do XYZ. They do X, half of Y, fuck you, hope you die.
Yeah, we've achieved our goals, goodbye. Like, the Eldari are assholes, the Dark Eldar are assholes, the Tower pussies.
Wait, how does Jackie Chan look younger as he gets older?
I don't know.
That's the age.
Call me magic. It's call me magic.
But yeah, like I said,
I scrolled through Twitter and I saw a video of Jackie Chan, and it just looks like he does when he was in his 20s.
He's using the blood of dissidents.
He's using the blood
mainly
of
China.
Well, it's just, there's a stand-up who says that, and it's a difference between Asian men and women. Once they hit a certain age, they go from.
My roommate just said ancient Chinese magic.
They go from phenomenally aged, and then as soon as they hit that thing, they just turn to dust.
it's the old joke of Asian women. They look 18 until they're like 56.
Yeah.
And then the moment that they hit 56, they turn
about into old hags.
97.
they hagify.
So with how Hispanic women are, right? And I can say this: my girlfriend is half Hispanic and half Asian. So how Hispanic
you're
women
fucked.
are? So how Hispanic women are is
You got a Hispasian.
Yes. They are they stay gorgeous until they hit about 40. And then once they hit 40, it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, it's like there's this weird age drop that just hits them. That's Hispanic women. Asian women, all the way up until 60, drop off quick like a freaking... It's like they just powered, like the power just dropped.
Except there's always...
Better not let your girlfriend hear that.
There's always
She has my sense of humor, so...
that are just goddamn fucking devil magic or some shit, because they continue just being ridiculously attractive for their age, even once they hit the point where they're supposed to drop off. It's kind of like Russian women in that way.
Okay, it's weird with white women because there's this weird thing that once they hit to like 30, then the Karen life comes through.
The Karen life.
The Karen the Karen era comes through.
Yeah.
And then it's that Karen era that hits up until they're like 50 or 60, and then they become like bitches the rest of their life. And I'm not saying all of them are like that. I'm just saying like a vast majority. So,
I mean, I know some people that are just bitches now.
Yeah.
One of them's on stream with me.
Well. And I can say, and for black women, it's weird because
does she know that she's staying with you, Tyr?
No, she doesn't know.
He's hiding in the shadows. I am staying with her. She does not know. It's been 2 years.
My second name is Hey You Behind the Bushes.
I have given so many restraining orders.
Restraining orders? I'm black. I don't follow that type of... Yeah, that's restraining orders.
Meanwhile, she just thinks that she's gotten fat every time that she turns around, and her shadow's huge.
So black women
just fucking massive.
Black women will stay gorgeous until they get married, and then they get fat because they enjoy making food.
That's not entirely true.
Okay, you didn't say shit the entire time I was talking about other races, and when I said black women, you piped up.
Hey,
I got an inside track on this one.
There's outliers in all of them, because
that is true.
Or, like I said, they're the Asian women that they hit the age when they're supposed to drop off, and you're going like, what? Who did you sacrifice? What is going on?
And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against any race of anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
I'm doing it in a comedic way.
I hate black people. They piss me off.
For it. I was waiting for it. The moment that you said it, I was waiting for it.
I don't lie about this. I hate black. They piss me the fuck off. Dark motherfuckers.
Okay. Before you get the minions taken down here, Tier.
I didn't cuss. I didn't say it. I didn't say the word. I did not say the word.
It's okay. He's black.
Exactly.
Yeah, that didn't stop him from striking my channel. So, yeah.
I didn't do that one. That's not mine. I refuse to take that one.
That was totally
YouTube,
you.
it's okay. He's a black Bostonian.
That's like
black Baltimorean.
Baltimore. Fuck.
Yeah. A black Baltimorean's like double black.
Yeah. I got 2 Infinity Stones.
And like 9 Rat Kings.
He's black in Baltimore. That makes him like blacker than black, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm Fanta black.
He's Phantom Zone black.
Though the problem is, he's double black from that, but he didn't vote for Biden, so now he's back to single black.
You're right. Biden took my caramel splendor.
So did he take your normal black, or did he take your Baltimore black?
I think he took my normal black, because look, you can clearly see my Baltimore.
You're not sure who to vote for. You ain't black.
He's milk chocolate now.
Yeah, you can clearly see my Baltimore black is still there. Look, look, profile.
Nice.
Y'all see it? Exactly. And I'm smiling at y'all.
Is that really you?
Yes, that's really me.
Don't you fucking lie, we would at least see teeth if you were smiling at us.
I was smiling. What happened? He disappeared.
Did you just end up with absolutely horrendous dental hygiene?
Exactly.
Even your teeth are black?
I hate my gums because they black.
Alright, this is a dumb joke, but you're probably gonna laugh here.
Okay.
How many black people does it take to change a light bulb?
Is that with the light on or with the light off?
Doesn't matter.
How many?
No, sorry, it's not black people. It's actually how many police does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
3 of them, because it takes one to shoot the light bulb, and the rest to beat the room for being black.
Alright, can I tell my favorite racist joke?
Okay.
Not on this channel.
Oh, come on, y'all. I'll censor it where it needs to be.
Fair enough.
I want to know.
I like dark humor, so.
But
just because he's black.
I want to know how many black people it takes to change out a smoke detector battery.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I still haven't figured that one out on YouTube.
I was really expecting Johnny to jump in there.
Where's the ceiling bird at? I know someone has a ceiling bird.
I'm not the one with ceiling bird.
Thankfully, we do not have that problem.
The problem is I've been to customers' houses, and the stereotype is real.
It is. All right. To be fair, Travis, for me, I didn't change it for a hot minute because I could not find my ladder. No, it's my. So, all right, I'm not lying. My
lives
ladder.
in Baltimore. Some bitch stole his ladder.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's
No.
lost in the Matrix somewhere.
And I don't like heights, and so to get to my smoke detector is over my banister, and if I fall forward on that motherfucker, I'm going over the railing.
So, I was at right after that started to get really popular. I was at one of my customers' houses, and then I heard the chirp, and I'm like just kind of like, huh? But I kept hearing it, and every time I kept hearing it, I started to kind of lose it with laughter. And it's like, please maintain yourself, man.
Ceiling bird.
And then it came. And I'm like, oh, the stereotype is real.
That's what it's called. It's called a ceiling bird.
I've never heard it mentioned like that until now. So.
And then they called me back because the refrigerator was making a noise. And I'm like, how do you notice that noise?
Well, again, you're used to your ceiling bird, but you're not used to your refrigerator making noise. It's not supposed to.
See, what I'd laugh at is if it was just a standard noise, like that's your ice maker. It's just turning out ice right now. That's what that sound is.
It's a Samsung, so you don't have to worry about the ice maker making noise because it probably doesn't work.
Ah, fair enough.
Ooh, that was a burn.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I'm actually starting to fade out pretty hard here, so we are going to have to call it.
That's fair. I'm about to get tired myself.
I'm about to go stream some. I'm about to go stream some Warhammer.
Sounds good.
I got to work in the mornings, so I work on the weekend now, except for Sunday and Monday.
Actually,
I'm on my vacation for the next 11 days.
I am taking my wife to go see Tom Papa tomorrow, so.
So what?
We're gonna go see Tom Papa perform.
Hellcat.
For a moment there, I was half expecting you to say that you were taking your wife to Nebraska.
Well, he's performing. Tom Papa is performing in Nebraska, so there you go.
Say it with me. Nebraska is not a real place to visit.
Yeah, it isn't a vacation location.
Nobody goes to Nebraska unless you're running from the cops.
All right. We'll just go with.
Go to Nebraska. They'll never find you.
All right, and then we'll start with the party thoughts. Sanguine, we'll start with you.
If you're passionate about something, make sure that you devour it. Don't let it devour you.
All right. Tyr?
If you're passionate about something, devour Sanguine. Don't let him devour you.
Fair enough. Dark?
You will always just be food.
Don't let anyone tell you what you can laugh at. If it's funny to you, it's funny to you.
Don't you laugh at no racist jokes.
Racist jokes are funny if they're true.
Yeah, Tyr.
They're fucking hilarious.
Travis?
Chirp.
Silly bird!
I have nothing.
Camel is muted, but if he gets back before so long, I'll just go with you may think you are having a bad day, but at least you're not this lady.
At least you're not a dildo tester.
Oh yeah, I saw that story.
Oh
really?
Oh my god.
Real fast, did you hear about the guy that made the bet on the Super Bowl streaker?
Yes, I heard about that on the radio.
He and for everybody else, basically the guy placed a bet, a $50,000 bet, that there will be a streaker at the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl and streaked, and then thought, oh, well, this is an easy way of winning $300,000. Nope. They refused it.
I mean, it's a fair bet.
Well,
I mean, I'll give it to him.
Well, they first said that it's like, well, you cheated.
No,
you placed a bet on yourself.
Yeah, you can't bet on yourself. That's not how that works. There are rules.
Then they was trying to take it to court, but one of the judges heard part of it, said, you can't profit from a crime. You committed the crime by streaking the Super Bowl.
Okay, I guess that's...
So I'm like, well...
Boo-hoo, suck to be you.
The better plan was to pay somebody to streak the Super Bowl.
There you go. But that's if you can trust the other person to not out you.
You don't get the money until you do it.
And plus, it wasn't streaking in my book because the guy had his clothes on.
Yep. It was. He also faked his own streak.
You're just
Man.
How bad is it
jackass running across the field.
How bad is it that you get the fake streaking?
Yeah.
God.
Go
Where's
all the
our
way.
world coming to?
No,
If you're gonna do something, go all the way with it. Don't be a pussy.
I hate half-ass streaking.
Close that streak.
I mean, it's one thing like if you strip down while you're running to streak, like that's
a
one thing.
bad idea. That is a bad idea. You're going to get tripped
Hey,
up in your
at
pants.
least you're not setting yourself on fire.
That is true.
And it burns, burns,
Palestine.
burns.
As
This
the
ring of
flames
fire.
get high.
This ring
Burns,
of fire.
burns, burns.
I completely agree with his protest, though. I think more communists should set themselves on fire.
I agree. I will buy gasoline for any communist that wants to set themselves ablaze. I will buy it. In this economy.
Do you guys, Anna Slats, she's on Twitter as Palagachi.
Who?
Nope.
Yeah, she's the person that runs the website Redux.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's offering a reward because she has a suspicion that guy had was possibly wanting to transition.
Oh, for
God.
fuck's sake!
Lord Jesus Christ.
Because
It's not a surprise at this point.
Because he had some suspicious sounding names.
Yeah.
I swear to God, they're also trying to say that fucking Kurt Cobain was trans. For fuck's sake!
They're trying to say Jesus fucking Christ was trans. Like, come on, they just want to trans the universe. Everyone's gay
Basically.
and everyone's trans. I don't.
Tier with Jesus, they have a point. He did add 4 extra holes.
And Kurt
As an
Cobain,
atheist, I just choked on my cigarette.
and Kurt Cobain, he did add an extra hole.
He did add an extra hole.
He had 2 extra holes. Get it right.
His last song went all the way over the walls.
All I remember is he had blue eyes. One blue left, one blue right.
Nice.
Oh God, that's a good one.
Well, didn't he just remove
were
2
so
of the
many good
holes
Kurt Cobain
because
jokes.
there was nothing left of that brain matter?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there was nothing left there.
Now you
look.
just have the neck
So he
hole.
removed 2 and added 1.
Well, he transitioned between life and death.
Did you know that Kurt Cobain had really bad dandruff? They
Not
found his head and
anymore.
shoulders behind the couch.
Not anymore.
Nice.
All right, but that since Camel's not
Oh,
making it
before
back in, no, we are.
No, I want to ask you a really quick question. Are we doing the Henny Gatsby, the new one, as a torture string?
Yes,
When?
as soon as it comes out.
Okay. All right.
Wait, there's a new one?
Oh,
Yes.
it's a horde.
God damn it.
What has
March-
more brains than Kurt Cobain?
The wall?
The wall behind him.
And with that, the zoo is closed. Have a good night,
What was
everyone.
Kurt
Not all.
Cobain's greatest release?
What?
The safety button.
All right.